Yeah, we're talking bills on all kinds of topics, everything from artificial intelligence to IVF to school admissions.
I'm ecstatic. I'm very proud.
Assemblymember Phil Ting reacting after Governor Gavin Newsom signed his bill to prohibit private universities in California from considering donor and legacy preferences as part of the admissions process.
It sends a strong message to students that no matter how much wealth your families have, you can get into these universities through your hard work.
The bill applies only to private universities because public state-funded universities are already not allowed to take part in legacy admissions. Private universities will now have to submit an annual report to prove their compliance. The Association of Independent California Colleges and Universities expressed concerns with that, but Ting believes the bill will benefit the state in the long run.
And that's what it's about. It's about evening the playing field.
Newsom also signing a bill requiring most health insurance companies to provide coverage for those looking to conceive with the assistance of in vitro fertilization, or IVF.
To cancer survivors, to single individuals who want to start a family and don't have a partner, to LGBTQ plus couples, to heterosexual couples who are having fertility difficulties, is that now in California, starting 2026, we are now going to help you.
But the governor also vetoed several bills. Among them, one bill that would have required all new cars sold in 2030 or after to come with new technology warning drivers if they're going at least 10 miles an hour over the speed limit. In his veto message, Newsom said the bill, in his words, presents several challenges, noting the federal government already regulates vehicle safety standards. Citing budget concerns, Newsom also vetoed a bill that would have allowed undocumented Californians to apply for state-funded unemployment benefits. Another bill he rejected would have required major developers building new artificial intelligence models to have an ability to turn them off and have safety protocols in place. With regard to regulating AI, he said he believes that bill was not the best approach.
This year, the governor signed 1,017 bills, and he vetoed 189 of them. So that means that there are 1,017 new laws that will take effect this year, primarily on January the 1st, 2025.
And as for the bills the governor rejected, well, the legislature can always override a veto with a 2/3 majority vote. But that has not happened here at the Capitol since 1979. Reporting at the state capitol, covering local news that matters, Eitan Wallace, Fox 40 News.